friends, welcome to RV Academy. I am very happy for subscribing my channel and watching all my videos. I also received some requests from most of the students. They asked me to start business taxation, one of the important subject for 6th semester of BCom. In business taxation, there are say about 4 chapters. The first one is Customs Act, the second one is Tax under E-Environment, the third one is Assessment of Firms, the fourth one is Assessment of Companies. So before I go for the Customs Act and other aspects, let me explain what is the assessment of partnership firm, what is assessment of joint stock company. Before I go to that, please recollect your memory. In the 5th semester of BCom, while explaining the definition of assessee, assessee is a person who is liable to pay taxes to the government. The person includes an individual, a partnership firm, a joint stock company, a cooperative society, Hindu undivided family, association of persons, any other artificial or judicial persons. All these persons are called to be the special persons. So you calculated the income of individuals in the form of salary or a proprietary concern, business income from proprietary firm or professional income, etc. So these are the various different part of the persons, like a partnership firm, a joint stock company, a cooperative society. In this, you have only these two parts: how to assess a partnership firm and how to assess a joint stock company. Now let me take a assessment of a partnership firm. How to assess the partnership firm? According to income tax, there is no any definition given with regards to a partnership firm. But in the Indian Partnership Act of 1932, a definition is given very clearly with regards to partnership firm. It says it is a relationship between two or more persons who agree to share the profits of the business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. The most essential part here, to form a partnership business, there must be a minimum of 2 members is required, and they should enter into an agreement of sharing the profits of the business, either actively involved all the partners, carried on by all. That means all the partners, apart from contributing the capital, they effectively involved into the activities of the business, or any of them acting for all. In other words, only few partners are actively working and few partners are just contributed the capital. So here it is very essential part. With this particular aspect, we are going to discuss the assessment of partnership firm. In the Income Tax Act, there is no definition is given for the partnership firm, but it is given in the Partnership Act. Now, when you come to the assessment of firms, very clear that the Income Tax Act of 1961 does not define the term firm, but section 2 subsection 23 of the Act, which deals with definition, simply states as under: firm shall have the meaning assigned to it in the Indian Partnership Act 1932. Partner shall have the meaning assigned to it in the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 and shall include any person who, being a minor, has been admitted to the benefit of partnership and a partner of a limited liability partnership as defined in the Limited Liability Partnership Act of 2008. A partnership shall have the meaning assigned to it in the Indian Partnership Act of 1932 and shall include a limited liability partnership as defined in the LLP Act 2008. Essentials of partnership, as already I told you, there is a minimum of 2 persons and they should involve in the business activity, contributed the capital to share the profits of the business. Assessment of firms. How to assess the partnership firm? The firm satisfies the conditions laid down under section 194 of the firm shall be eligible for deduction on account of interest, salary while computing its income under the head business and profession. However, it will be subject to the maximum of limit specified under section 40 subsection B. On the other hand, if such conditions are not satisfied, no deduction shall be allowed to the firm on account of such interest, salary, business, etc. To claim the deductions under section 40 subsection B, they should satisfy certain conditions. Only then they are eligible to deduct the salaries, interest, commission, etc. Conditions to be satisfied: to be eligible for deduction on interest, salary, etc., and to be assessed as a partnership firm. In the first assessment year, first time when they are filing the returns, along with the returns, they have to submit the partnership deed and registered certificate of partnership. Then only they can claim the deductions under section 40 subsection B with regards to interest on partners, capital, salary to partners, commission, etc. In the subsequent years, there is no need to file there is no need to submit the partnership deed. They can continue with. In case if there is any change in the constitution of the business, it has to be informed to the authorities, otherwise the deductions will not be allowed. In case a partner is admitted, a partner is retired, a partner is died, the constitution of the partnership is changed, then they have to file a revised partnership deed to the income tax authority. Then only they are eligible for deductions under section 40 subsection B. Next comes interest of. What are the maximum deductions allowed? When it comes to interest of partners, the maximum limit fixed by the Income Tax Act is 12%. Any amount paid in excess of 12% as an interest is taxable. Suppose 18% interest is given, then 18 minus 12, so up to 12% is exempted, remaining 6% is taxable. With regards to remuneration of partners, any remuneration of partners should be calculated on their book profits. I will tell you how to compute the book profit in my next video, but just look at this provision. From assessment year 10 and 11, deduction for payment of remuneration to working partners for both business as well as professional firms has changed as 10 and 11. Deduction for payment of remuneration to working partners for both business as well as professional firms has changed as under. I will tell you what is book profit in my next video, but how this deduction is allowed is given clearly here. Up to 3 lakh rupees book profit, rupees 1,50,000 or 90% of book profit, whichever is more. On the remaining book profit, 60% of book profit. We have to take these two into consideration. The tax rate. What is the tax payable by partnership firm? The flat rate of 30% on the taxable income of the partnership firm. These are the various important things to be kept in mind. In my next video, I will tell you how to compute book profits and taxable income from partnership firm. Please like, share and subscribe my video. Thank you.